So I don't usually make these type of content, but the league is pretty much done. I don't really care. And I received an actual comment about it. So I thought I might as well talk about the situation at FC Barcelona from a non-Barcelona fan perspective. Obviously, I saw the recent reports about Xavi probably not staying and all of that. And for me, Xavi Hernandez is way off quality of a club like FC Barcelona and the expectations of a club like FC Barcelona. But once again, I have to point the finger to Fat Porta. Juan Fat Porta. Because this entire time that he's been president has been a total chaos and failure. And Barca fans always defended Laporta, and I understand that. You always want to defend your president, especially when the critique and hate is coming from non-Barca fan base. But like, Laporta is a fraud. Laporta has completely destroyed FC Barcelona and is comparable with Bartomeu. I always make those kind of memes, always make those kind of jokes because it's trash versus garbage. It's Stalin versus Hitler. It's Bin Laden versus Gaddafi. You're literally looking at a fat terrorist in Laporta, what he's doing at FC Barcelona. First of all, why are you hiring Xavi Hernandez? Just from the get-go. You take a manager that's been at El Sadd 2 years in Qatar. And you expect him to do well? Obviously, Xavi did well in that first 6-month period. Cooked in the Europa League, obviously. Lost to Frankfurt, but still was cooking in that Europa League season. 4-0, 4-0, Napoli, 4-0, Madrid, and everything. And then Laporta was like, you know what? We have Xavi. We have a young squad. Do we want to rebuild? Or do we want to win it all? And Laporta was like, you know what, we win it all. He opened and splashed levers. What was it, 4 or 5 levers? 150 million. You guys spent the most that summer. Robert Lewandowski, a proven goal scorer, both in the league and in the Champions League. You brought in Jules Koundé, this hot, young, promising defender that can play right back or as a centre back. You brought in Rafinha from Leeds for a crazy 70 million sum. And then you got some cheeky free deals in Kessie and Christensen. But once again, it's absolutely disgusting. Why? Because you fucking went out to the Europa League in the group stage. Oh, group of death, we had injuries. Shut the fuck up. You went to the Europa League. You went to the Europa League. Like, do you know how shameful that is? Do you know how I was celebrating when we didn't go to Europa League? Because it's more embarrassing going to the Europa League than anything. But Laporta, shut his eyes. He shut his eyes to Xavi doing that. What? They started propping Xavi winning La Liga. Nobody gives a fuck about La Liga in 2024. Your league is a farmers league. Your league is ass. It's disgusting. Elche, Osasuna, Bombozo, just some bums. You're hyping up that La Liga title, calling Xavi a success. And then, season comes after. Obviously, you have a disappointing window. Obviously, Laporta is always the one that creates the fake rumors about Messi returning, Neymar returning. Bruno Guimaraes has a release clause only for Barca to use. Kimmich, Bernardo Silva, Brozovic. Obviously, none of that happened. You got Oriol Romeo. Season started. You were really bad in the beginning of the season. And then you had a cheeky purple patch that fooled everyone. Xavi got an extension. How do you give a manager an extension mid-season when it's not looking good? He was like 5th in the league or something. You had the easiest group in the Champions League this season, and you barely went through it. 2 defeats to fucking Antwerp and Shakhtar. A team from a country and a war-torn nation. But all of what I've mentioned, Laporta did this. Every single thing Xavi did, he did this. Every single failure, this. He doesn't want to see Xavi's failure. He was like, no, I'm backing Xavi. I'm doing this. And that's why I understood. The reason Laporta likes Xavi so much is because Xavi's a puppet. Xavi's a bitch. Xavi's a dog. He's never going to criticize the board. He's never going to criticize Laporta. He's never going to criticize anyone at FC Barcelona. And that is the only reason he got that extension. No fucking Fugazi La Liga or, oh my God, he did nice. He played some great football. You know, we got the 4-0. It was none of that. It was purely because he was a puppet to Laporta. And Laporta liked having a manager that's not going to criticize him. We saw Ronald Koeman. He was criticizing Barca all the time. That's why he's hated. But what happened? Now, the season is done. Barca even climbed up to second place in La Liga over Girona. I mean, they went to the quarterfinal in the Champions League, which is the furthest they've gone since 2019 when they reached the Champions League semi-final. So, like, this was still a good season. Obviously, they lost to Real Madrid in the Supercopa. That was not that great. Obviously, losing El Clásico and all of that. But when you look at the context of this season, it's okay. But then, Xavi said some interesting word, said that this is the worst economic situation Barca have been in 25 years, which is true. I mean, Barca last summer spent like 2.5 million on Romeo and some loan deals for Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo. And this summer, they're probably not going to make any signings if they don't like sell an Araujo or a De Jong or both even. Xavi says that. Laporta's like, nah, it's over. You're an ass manager, and now you're not even behaving like a puppet. I'm going to sack you. Now, obviously, Xavi's coming out and trying to calm the situation down and everything. But for me, as I said, all the fingers go pointed at Laporta. Should Xavi have become the Barcelona manager? No. Should Xavi have continued as a Barca manager? No. Should Xavi have... Did he deserve all of those levers? Did he show that? Absolutely no. Was him winning La Liga an achievement? Absolutely no. Was him going to the Europa League twice an absolute embarrassment for FC Barcelona? 100%. But all of that was okay for Laporta until Xavi said this. And yeah, like if you're a Barca fan, start removing Juan Laporta out. Like, I'm doing this for your sake. Because like it's entertaining. It's really entertaining watching this, but like, come on. Like, how are you people this blind to Laporta and his politician matrix? The only reason he got elected as the president because he was dick riding, extending Messi. He was even doing some Hitler propaganda stuff, like hugging a plastic thing with Messi shirt on it, then promising Haaland was gonna come. It's disgusting. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the FC Barcelona situation. It's a very big summer. It's a very big, transition year. We'll see if Xavi stays. We'll see if Flick comes or anything. But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts around the Barcelona situation. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any thoughts you want to share. Either you agree with my opinion or disagree. And if you enjoy more non-PSG related content, let me know either by smashing the like button or commenting it. But that's been it for your boy PSG. And as usual, allez, fuck Barcelona.